Hey everybody, welcome. This is No Bones About Wrestling. I'm one of your hosts, Asa, and with me is Dylan, and he is bringing back his podcast when he comes up with a name for it. And maybe he already has a
I
name. I don't
found
know.
one.
Do what? I think he froze. And below me here is Wolf.
You
Oh,
And so we're watching Raw tonight. And Wolf, before it begins, can you run down the card for us
There
real
we go.
quick?
yeah. As I've been saying, WWE is harder to pinpoint the card when, unlike AEW. Well, let's go. We do have a Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Roxanne Perez goes 1-on-1 with Raquel Rodriguez to fill that last spot. In the Women's Elimination Chamber, Sami Zayn will be live to, I guess, respond to Kevin Owens. Bianca Belair and Naomi are live on Raw. They are the women's tag team champions. We have Penta versus Pete Dunne. And we also have AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio. And Dakota Kai versus Ivy Nile in a Women's Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders match. And another Elimination Chamber qualifying match between Seth freaking Rollins and Finn
Charlotte,
Balor.
North Carolina.
Yeah, we missed. We decided not to go. It's just too. It's too far away. Now, if I knew this was the card, we might have gone. But yeah, they're where the Charlotte Hornets play, downtown Charlotte, which they call uptown Charlotte for some reason. But yeah, it's a good card tonight. But we just K Fabulous and I would have gone. We just figured, there's only gonna be 4 matches. You got to pay for the tickets. You got to pay for parking. We got to pay for somebody to watch the dog, et cetera, et cetera. Ends up costing us, a couple $100 for the 2 of us to go to Raw. And then what do? They tape main event, I guess. Yeah. So it taped the main event and a live Raw.
Right.
Just yeah. Let's see.
Are you guys breaking up?
No.
You were, yeah.
Is your internet a little wonky?
No.
I was, yeah.
Oh.
No, on my end, you guys are for me, and so is the show, but.
Wacky. Yeah, I think that might be. Yeah. Oh.
If it continues to happen, I'll back out and come back a little later.
AJ came along.
Dylan, I'm gonna move you to beside me.
The golden title returns. Snoop Dogg golden titles with this NASCAR driver.
Wolf, I'm taking you out for a second. Here, we're gonna move to the bottom.
The real Capitan.
There we go.
All right.
The real Capitan.
It just looks better, I think.
Yeah.
Raw. Wolf's got his Raw thing down there.
I'm always the best. I'm always on top.
It looks symmetrical, We got a bunch of people's legs. I think I might change that too.
Oh.
There we go. Now it's like a river of blood. But yeah, it's a good card. We might have considered going if we knew this was going to be the card. But like I was saying to Wolf, I don't know if you heard me, 2 tickets, and then they got 4 matches, and then you got to pay for parking, pay for a dog walk. It costs a lot, and you never know if Raw might be awesome. It might be a pile of trash,
Absolutely.
All right.
So,
Sorry about that. My mouse accidentally clicked one of my bookmarks. And yeah, that was moving things around.
So let's see. Hey everybody, Johnny, Eric Tate, Jordan, what's up? Johnny says WWE should have an event with a small ring. Yeah, that's been the talk of the wrestling world, hasn't it?
It wasn't even that small. I don't know
No, I
what
don't know what people are. I mean,
What,
we
for Grand
noticed
Slam?
it. Do what? Yeah, Grand Slam. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What, for
definitely
Grand Slam?
smaller than normal. Yeah, it was Grand Slam. It was definitely smaller than normal. I think because normally they do like, what's it called, like 20 by 20 or something, and like this one was like 18 by 18 or something like that.
18 or 16 by 16, one of those. Yeah.
16
Yeah,
by 16.
But we noticed it. I think
No, I think
Wolf noticed
someone
it.
from AEW said it was 18 by 18.
Oh, really? I thought you noticed it before they said something. Anyway, the event was awesome. So
Yeah,
it would have been nice with a bigger ring,
for sure.
but it didn't seem to affect the competitors any. So
yeah.
yeah, who
And
cares?
even like Osprey mentioned he enjoyed it. He did not give a shit. So
Yeah. So,
cool.
and if he doesn't care, then no one should. I mean, really. If it doesn't make a difference to him, it definitely should not make a difference to anyone at home.
Yeah.
So, it's like you
What we
can't
got
complain.
for the Elimination Chamber? Cody, Kevin versus Sammy?
Yeah. Whether Sammy's cleared or not.
I don't think it's official yet, though, is it?
It's not exactly official. They didn't make a graphic for it, but Kevin basically said, at Chamber, come cleared or not, come find me. And we also have another match. We have Tiffany and Trish versus Nia and Candice at Elimination Chamber. Basically,
at Elimination Chamber. Okay.
Yeah, Chamber. Yeah. So basically, an excuse to get Trish Stratus on Toronto pay-per-view.
Well, we'll see.
Trish has to be the most overrated female wrestler, I think.
I'll be honest. I'm not a big Trish Stratus fan.
Yeah. Either Trish or Lita is the most overrated.
I don't know if they're like overrated.
I always like Lita more than Trish.
Then they were like obviously like mainstay talent, like clearly like worthwhile watching, but like now they're a nostalgia act. Regarding Trish, I can live with it. She has her 25-year anniversary thing going on.
25th anniversary of her getting her tits?
No, just her career.
Oh.
No. What's it called? 25 years in WWE. What else? Regarding Trish. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Eric's asking how far is Charlotte from my house. No, it's like 2 hours. So it's not. It's just far enough. We decided not to go. If it were like within an hour, we're pretty much at every show that's within an hour and a half of our house. But 2 hours is just a little.
It's 10 minutes.
It's not. What were you saying, Wolf? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So regarding Trish, I don't care. Just please no like actual promos. Cause the last time she was like actively doing promos, I actually wanted to shoot myself because she was so bad. She was like everyone was like always complaining about like Ronda Rousey being terrible at promos. During the Becky feud, Trish was 10 times worse. Like she was not speaking coherently.
It was terrible.
Ronda Rousey is the absolute worst women's wrestling performer of all time.
And consistently, I would say Ronda, yes. But during
she was fine.
Exclusively,
Ronda
it was like whatever.
And I'm pretty sure
Ronda is the worst wrestling performer of all time, from in-ring capability to outside the ring capability. She's a bum. Both those women in the
Probably
UFC
someone
beat
like
her up because she was that bad in the in WWE.
I think like the Great Khali or Nia
Oh.
Jax might be the worst.
I'd rather watch the Samsung refrigerator double decker than ever again Ronda Rousey match in my life.
Is that
I-
Nia Jax, the Samsung double
Yes,
decker?
that is Nia Jax.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
will say
with the
this.
cooling-
Look,
with the cooling.
I admit Ronda was not great at promos. I could see it. Anyone could see it.
Fucking
In-ring was
trash.
meh. In-ring was like fine. It was like whatever, just casual, whatever. Anyone can do it.
Pranced around like a wannabe UFC champion.
But during that Trish and Becky feud, Trish was not speaking coherently at all. Like she was not speaking properly. I'm like,
It was the Botox.
this is a Hall of Famer. A Hall of Famer is literally like doing promos like as if she just got into the wrestling business. I'm like, not even. Like even newbies were like probably better than her. Like I was so aggravated. I'm the kind of person that I have like my
The Botox
standards.
Trish Stratus has. The Botox Trish Stratus has is the reason she couldn't talk correctly.
I think we're getting Sammy and
It
KO.
was too gelled up.
You're right.
I've
known you and
No.
Kevin for more than 20 years. I've seen it from the beginning. I've seen it till now.
You feel like it's got to be a gimmick match, you know?
I cannot sanction it. Something I've never done before. I can't sanction it. So what does that mean? Sammy, that means if Kevin wants to wrap a chair around your face, I can't stop him. It means if Kevin
You know what's funny? Sami Zayn has said that about him and Kevin Owens each and every time they fought. That this time,
if Kevin, Sammy, look at me.
Yeah.
It means if Kevin wants to hoist you up. And
this time it's different. It's different. It's not actually. It's the same shit.
And again, I can't stop him.
They're going to do an
It's the
unsanctioned
same
match,
actually.
it looks like.
Unsanctioned, yeah.
So I don't know. Do we count that in the top 5 rankings or not? Because it's unofficial
Of what?
of WWE Weekly.
I don't know.
The new hit show.
Not
Yeah.
that. I know. I follow. I listen.
Oh, you were on it.
What do you want me to do, Sammy?
I know.
You know what it really means.
I follow. I listen. I'm on it.
Yeah, if you missed
What I'm saying
WWE
is what
Weekly,
is in
came
the-
back
in the
last
top
night
5.
and
Right.
In the
say what?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Dylan keeps freezing up.
Well,
You keep freezing up, Dylan. Oh, there it goes. Anyways, if you missed WWE Weekly, check it out. It's on YouTube and it's on X on our timeline, No Bones About Wrestling. And you can listen to it as an audio podcast wherever audio podcasts are, you know, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all those places. So check it out, WWE Weekly.
Oh,
I decide to dump him on his head and his career. You can't
There we go. I turned all the stuff off in my house that's Wi-Fi.
I know. I turned my phone off.
I'm gonna let me try turning it off on my phone here.
I'm good here.
Well, we're happy you're good there, Wolf. You know, we are. Look at us. Look at us. Look how happy we are for you, Wolf.
in Toronto.
All right. Oh, damn it. I've turned off everything I can now.
It's probably me. My Wi-Fi keeps dropping to 2 bars, 5 bars, so most likely it's me. Which means my mom and sister are probably streaming shit on HBO or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Then I should have hardwired my
Eric says
PC
12
today.
inches of snow there Tuesday. Jeez. We're supposed to get 1 to 3 on Wednesday, which is a lot for us.
Yeah, you're getting the snow. I ain't getting no fucking snow.
Yeah.
I ain't taking no snow. I told Mother Nature up there. I said, you give North Carolina that bullshit ass snow.
I
I'm done with
appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, you don't understand. The South, people throw their fucking dinner off the table when it snows to go buy milk and bread. Like, people freak out
Same.
down here. And no one can drive, but everyone like tries to, and they end up on the side of the road and shit, and it's just a mess.
I love them.
I stay in the house.
I love it.
I love seeing all the madness while I'm in the house. Oh yeah, Jade's returning.
Yeah. Eventually she will be, yeah.
She was reportedly was at the performance center in the last couple of days.
So either she comes back at Chamber or whenever they do Bianca and Naomi versus Liv and Raquel.
And they've still
Let
got
me leave and I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave and come right back.
All right, come back. Hopefully, I mean, not hopefully. Are they still doing that? Where who hit her with the car?
Yeah, they're still trying to figure out. Like right now, it seems like it's Liv and Raquel that hurt Jade, but I don't think it's actually them.
So who do you think then?
Bianca.
Bianca.
Yeah. I mean, it could be Naomi also, but or instead, but I think it's Bianca.
I can't even see Naomi as a heel, and I don't think they should turn Bianca heel.
I think they should turn Bianca heel just because I think people have found her as a babyface a little stale, and they kind of want something different from her. And I think they think that, like, people believe that Bianca is capable as a heel. I don't know. Naomi probably could pull off being a heel, but I don't know how.
I think have Liv do it, you know? Just really cement her as a heel, as a bad person. I think that would be a good move. Or Raquel, or both. They were both in the car. I don't know. But I think having them in the Judgment Day establish themselves further as heels would be a good move. Wolf, are you frozen now?
No, I'm just
okay.
No new members.
No new members. Who were they wanting to add?
Old. Sorry, I know.
Sorry, I missed that.
They didn't say specifically. Dom was just saying that they should add a new member to the Judgment Day. I'm scared they're going to try adding Malachi. I would not be happy if.
I guess he could show up tonight, couldn't he?
Maybe.
I mean, Ricky Stark showed up out of nowhere.
True.
Or Alan Cornflake, as he's going to be known.
No, I don't think he is officially known as that.
Chesty Sansabelt?
No. I think part of me thinks that, like, on Tuesday they're gonna, like, maybe try giving him a new name, and then Ricky's gonna be like, nah, I'm only Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
So like they tried putting a new name for him, and he's like, nope.
Well, was he Ricky Starks on the Indies?
Yeah, he's known
Yeah.
as
He was
Ricky.
Ricky Starks in the women's bedrooms.
Oh,
Right now, internally, Ricky
go.
is. Right now, internally, Ricky is known as Ricky Starks, and like in WWE's internal roster thing. So
Alan Cornflake.
no,
They changed his name to something fucking a joking thing. I'm not
No,
watching
that's-
wrestling no more. I'm not watching it.
Are you on the Ricky Starks bandwagon, Dylan?
I like Ricky Starks. I always thought he was good. I like this promo and stuff. I know you weren't a fan because I watched and listened to AEW weekly. But nonetheless, I've always known you weren't a fan of Ricky Starks prior to that. So yeah, no, I like him. I think he's good. I think he has a lot to offer for sure. NXT is a perfect spot, and it's funny because I know you guys just talked about this on your WWE weekly episode about a certain superstars getting taken and put into NXT and stuff like that, and removed from AEW. I think Malachi belongs in NXT for a little while, for at least a year, 6 months to a year, absolutely. And it's to your point, Wolf, that there's no solid men's division that can bounce off of Ethan Page and Obafemi and
I get
a lot
that.
of the others.
I definitely understand that, but I think the problem is Malachi's already been in
doesn't
NXT
matter.
for far too long.
It doesn't matter.
He came back and he was put in NXT. Like
He was in a
I would
fucking
argue.
closet the last time we saw him talking to himself. Like there was Malachi Black, Aleister Black, Malachi Black, whatever you want to call him this week. When he was Aleister Black, he was a joke.
Yeah.
He was a joke.
Yeah.
And I tell you now, I think where he belongs, get AEW's ring rust off of him a tad bit, is NXT. Penta is an exception. Ricky, I'm happy he's in NXT. There's something you can build with that with NXT. You need, like you were saying, a men's division that can carry. The women are doing great down there. So Luca, Julia, Stephanie Victor, all of them have been doing great. But the problem is there's no men's division that is exciting to turn on each and every week. I would love to see Malachi and Charlie Dempsey. I think that would be a very interesting matchup. Obafemi and him, Ethan Page and him, Ricky Starks and him on an NXT branded show. I think that works very, very well. And it doesn't have to be a year. Let's say 6 months. Let's say 4, just to be on the safe side. Let's say 4 months. We could get WWE's men's roster exciting. Bring them to then WWE Raw. Bring them to SmackDown. Get them working with people like Cody, Braun Strowman, Penta, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, Damian. I just want him to have moments on a brand that's very exciting to a lot of newcomers, especially with this LFG show that they're doing on A&E, that when you come to NXT, there's a roster that you could at least bounce off of and work with to get exciting moments from. I mean, like you were saying before, Axiom and his tag team partner most likely going to be going to TNA at some point. And
they've already been to TNA.
Yeah, they're going to be doing some tag team work down there, and it's going to be exciting. But at the same time, you need NXT to really run CW exciting television, and that's what that is.
I do have a slight counterpoint. I do have
of course you
another
do.
person. I do.
I never get someone 100% right, Dylan. Thank you for that. I don't get any of that. I just get I think you're like 99% right. But I got like 1% thing I want to just fix.
No. The premise, it makes sense, of course. Like I totally get it. I would say Miro.
Miro's
I would
another
have
good one to put down
yeah.
there.
I would say Miro instead of Malachi, and then like Malachi can. I think Malachi should be on SmackDown because I think SmackDown needs more names.
The other reason that I want Malachi down in NXT first is look at what we did to Jade Cargill. Jade was a name in AEW.
Yeah.
TBS
Wait.
champion.
The difference is Malachi knows how to wrestle.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the difference.
Jade was
Jade-
a TBS champion for an extended period amount of time.
Right.
Had matches that were memorable. Majority of them were absolute dog shit. Dog shit. When you watch
Majority of them are squashes.
Yes. Jade, when you watch a Jade Cargill match, you can make a frozen pizza, you could do your laundry, you could go walk the dog. You could walk the dog twice actually, and then come back. Like those matches were boring.
Do your taxes.
Taxes. By the way, everyone get their shit ready for tax season.
I was gonna say if anybody needs taxes done, I do taxes. So
I might actually have to use you to be honest, because I don't want to pay $200.
yeah, I finished
But
mine
Jade
today.
going
I got
into- Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I finished mine today. Got a $3,400 refund.
All right, then we're going to speak. Whatchamacallit? Jade going to WWE was a dud. It was a dud. There was nothing for her. There's still nothing for her. She's injured. There's still nothing for her when she comes back. There's no bounce back with her and Naomi. There's nothing. There's nothing that could happen that will be exciting. Nothing. I'm sorry. It's just she's not exciting because she didn't get that ring rust of AEW off of her that now it's so embedded into her wrestling style in WWE that I don't care enough to watch. But what I do want to see is people like Miro, Malachi, Ricky in NXT for an X amount of time because at least you shake off AEW, you get ready for WWE programming, you can run CW, and you also get to work with TNA, which I think is also another big asset for NXT.
The only reason I think Malachi might not necessarily need to be in NXT is because he's already well versed in NXT. Like, he's already
Ricky?
not as much. No,
He's a great on the mic performer.
Yeah, but I think, but the thing is, Ricky has never like actually spent a lot of time in NXT. Like, for another person, I would like to make a bit of a comparison to is Andrade. Andrade came straight to the main roster after he came back from.
And look what's going on with Andrade.
He's still a competitor in the U.S. title division. I mean, right now
he isn't even on television. He's on like Speed.
No. He's still on TV. I think right now.
When's the last time he was on TV?
Royal Rumble.
No.
Maybe the Royal Rumble. Maybe. Yeah.
No.
Rumble.
He's been on TV.
He's not in the elimination qualifying matches for Elimination Chamber.
Right now, it seems like though he is feuding with Miz.
He's on the bench, keeping it warm.
No, I think next week he's fighting Miz.
What show is he on?
Or
SmackDown?
not next week. SmackDown, yeah.
SmackDown.
And
With his
Miz moved to SmackDown. No longer wife.
Yeah. That
No
sucks. They
longer.
got divorced.
Yeah.
Listen.
I feel like there was someone else.
Charlotte Flair could be the 17-time women's champion. And she might be 17-0 in that. But she's 0-4 in the marriage game. And those are the numbers we got to really look at.
Wasn't
4
it
marriages.
0-3?
That's crazy.
I thought it was on 3. Oh well.
All right. Maybe he has been on television, but
He has, but he like
I hadn't
Yeah,
been
he's
watching
on SmackDown.
SmackDown until like last week. So
Yeah.
that may be why I don't think he's been on television.
that's
He's
fair.
been on SmackDown promoting the show.
No, he's had mostly like promo segments and some matches with like Nakamura and Bloodline and LA Knight, or not Bloodline, the Timu Bloodline.
Yeah, sorry, I only had 1 week of SmackDown I've watched lately, but I'm watching
Yeah.
it. I'm watching
Right
it
now,
now.
he's not like a top competitor, obviously, but like he obviously that being LA Knight, but he's still like that, like consistently on TV and just consistently there. It seems like
Oh
next.
no!
Oh, oh,
Carlito cheating.
yeah.
Are they gonna have Dominic beat AJ? No way.
I mean, I mean,
Why not?
if cheating, then I think it could. Maybe if he gets a roll up too,
Mm.
maybe. But
I mean,
I
it
don't
wouldn't be
see.
that. It wouldn't be that bad, really. I mean, I like
Yeah,
Dominic. You know,
right.
I just think AJ needs a win, reestablish himself on television. You know.
Yeah, he did just come back.
Oh, I want to make an announcement. Just not a big announcement, but Saturdays we're not gonna. I'm at least I'm not gonna stream anymore unless there's a pay-per-view.
Wow.
So if there's
Understandable.
yeah, so I'm taking Friday and Saturday off.
You dirty bastard.
And I'm gonna do Saturday, like I said, if there's an AEW or WWE or Ring of Honor pay-per-view, I'll do Saturday. Or something big, you know. But just as a rule, I'm not gonna do Saturday because I've
How
been
come?
doing I've been doing 6 nights a week and it's just too much.
It's exciting. It's what you get blood pumping.
No, it's good, but it's just too much. So I'm gonna cut it back to 5 nights a week.
Understandable.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because we do Sunday we do WWE Weekly, Monday we do Raw, Tuesday we do AEW Weekly, Wednesday we do Dynamite, Thursday we do Retro. So I'm gonna cut, and Retro is really fun and people watch it, so I'm gonna cut Saturdays.
Okay.
You know what's
And
funny?
then-
That was one that you were worried about was going to catch on, and it's starting to catch on for you.
Yeah, it definitely has. Yeah, most of the time the viewers have gone up for the Retro. Most of the time, the biggest ones have been the Halloween Havocs, like when we dressed up.
Yeah.
Those were the
Those are
most
the fun
watched.
ones.
Yeah, exactly. Those were the most watched. I think I'm gonna do some Halloween Havocs coming up here, like in the next month
You
or
got to
so.
save that for Halloween.
Nah, I'm gonna do some in the next month or so. Get on it.
Oh, remember,
Halloween.
I'm coming to North
Yeah.
Carolina.
That's true. Well, we could
I'm
do one
coming.
while you're here. Bring a costume.
I'm coming the 24th to the 31st. Well, most likely I'll spend Monday through Thursday if I'm not going to my other friends,
Okay.
or maybe I'll just spend the first 3 days and then come home the rest, whichever works for everybody.
Well,
I know me, Kay, and you gotta plan that out.
yeah. Well, we can hang out a lot because as of right now, I don't have a job except selling stuff on eBay. So that takes
That's a job.
Yeah. It is, but I'm not making a lot. But it takes 3 or 4 hours a day. But other than that, I don't have anything going on. But you can play video games while I'm doing that or whatever, you know.
On your brand new Xbox?
Yes. So wait, Eric here says Starcade was good too. Yeah. We just did a couple Starcades back in December, and people watched those too. People liked them. If people don't know, that was the WrestleMania of WCW and NWA back in the day. But yeah, when WWE 2K25 comes out, I may add a day back and do streaming one day. So I don't know.
Do it. Don't do it.
Really?
Don't do it.
Why?
If you're gonna take it off, take it off. Don't. I learned that lesson the hard way. Never ever, if you change your schedule and then try to add something back after a week or two
Yeah.
of not doing something,
Yeah.
those people won't come back.
Huh.
Don't do it.
I'll think about it. I just want to justify if I'm spending like $100. I just want to justify it.
What are you spending $100 on?
The 2K25.
I'm buying the game for us.
Whoa.
Wait,
I'm buying the game for us.
Oh,
We're playing on Xbox.
oh, are you getting the Dead Man edition?
Yeah, no, I'm getting the fucking Bloodline edition.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my
wait, does that
God.
have the Dead Man stuff on it too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh,
Yes.
the Bloodline's like the
It
big.
is everything.
Yeah. It's,
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that game looks pretty goddamn good.
my God.
300 superstars.
That's crazy. Honky Tonk Man is on it. That's the most important thing.
Honky Tonk, George the Animal Steel, Farouk, JBL. Look who's there. It's the bum himself. Oh!
Bam. No. No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No. No. Here we go.
Okay.
Bam.
Okay. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, he caught it.
Mania.
He
Mania.
caught
Oh
it.
my God.
That's pretty good.
They zoomed it out to Mania. Oh my God. Yes, we're getting Styles and Breaker at Mania.
Oh, dear.
Yes. Yes.
Oh dear. Oh!
I've seen it.
Caught that. He caught that. He caught that shirt.
Oh shit. Get him, AJ.
Oh my God.
AJ Styles felt it coming. Braun Breaker embarrassed him.
Well, you know, Scott Steiner's son is coming to WWE also.
As long as he's bad at math, he can come.
I believe his name is Brock Steiner. It'll be Braun Breaker and Brock Steiner. I'm sure he might get a name change.
Maybe. I mean,
That's-
I'm pretty sure Braun like wanted his name change. Like he asked for the name change for because he didn't want his Steiner. He wanted, so he asked for Braun Breaker basically.
Well, his
Or-
dad's a big transphobe, so I don't think I'd want to be associated with him either.
Yeah, I mean, but
Love them. Love those fucking wild people. I do. People are wild. You know what though? Not for nothing. No, I'm not gonna say anything crazy. Don't worry.
Go
Right.
ahead. This show is all about free speech and crude speech. You can say whatever you want. I'll say something. I love anyone who in this world who is what they really are, who can act like they really are inside. That's a great thing. That's a beautiful thing. As long as they're not evil, obviously.
If
But-
you're happy
Right.
and healthy
Right.
and comfortable in your skin, I don't care what creed, color, gender, orientation. You want to dress up as Eddie Murphy back in the 70s, whatever. I support it.
Me too.
But the people who make fun of them, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes them going off is mad funny.
Yeah, well,
It's mad funny.
making
You
fun of
gotta- you
anything
gotta
can be
laugh at
funny, you know.
laughs.
Yeah,
You gotta laugh at the laughs.
yeah.
You gotta.
I'm
I
fine
look
with
at this world as a meme central, from Presidente to the bum across the street. There's always a meme you can make out of it, no matter what. And I tell you now, every single time anybody of any type of importance is on the television, I'm waiting for the meme.
I was gonna say they're beautiful people, sure, but here's the thing: don't expect me to call you a woman when you are clearly a man. When you're just a dude in a dress, because putting on a dress, and that's kind of insulting to women. I mean, putting on a dress does not turn you into a woman.
right.
And when archaeologists, when they dig your bones up in a fucking 5,000 years,
And then I take my dress.
they're gonna find a man. They're gonna
Better
find a
not take my dress.
skeleton
All
of
that
a
matters to
man.
me.
Nobody's taking your dress. Well, see, that's where it ends. That's where it ends. Your rights end right here, right at me is where your rights end. So you can be whatever you want, and that's great. But don't expect me to call you a woman just because you're wearing a dress. You know, don't expect me to call you a man just because you're wearing a fucking pair of pants either. You know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That part is. Like I said, them living their truth is beautiful. But don't expect me to call you something you're not. Just because you want to be that thing, that's not the way life works.
I did want to mention briefly some AEW news.
Well, what the
Dark.
fuck? It's goddamn Monday Night Raw. You shut your mouth.
It's injury
It's not
news.
till
It's
Wednesday.
injury news.
Yeah,
Okay.
Buddy Matthews.
Oh.
We already know.
Buddy
He broke his
Matthews
ankle.
is
He's a
injured.
bum. He's a bum. You know why he broke his ankle?
Twisted his
Because he doesn't have
ankle.
Malachi Black. That's why.
Don't diss Buddy Matthews, man. He's one of
Buddy
awesome.
Matthews, big bum.
We
He's
he's
love
one of the
alert.
best. One of the best right now, I think. Like top 30 in the world, I think.
Top 100.
Probably higher than that, honestly.
He's top 100. And he's number
Yeah, I
99.
wouldn't go that far for.
No, dude, like every match, he's one of those like Kyle Fletcher, Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
If he's in the match,
Buddy's great, but
Not even
there are a
close.
lot of good wrestlers.
well, there are, but Buddy is
better.
one of those like where if he's in the match, it has a chance of being great.
For sure. But
Has.
I just feel like there's a lot of. There's probably more than 30 wrestlers that I would say are better than Buddy.
I don't know.
I can
We
name
should
you
try and
29.
Really, I couldn't.
Bunch of them
we
are
should-
dead.
We should try. I'm talking about right now.
Oh,
Right.
they're dead too.
I'm talking about now. But the top, we should try and make like top 25s and see
Kenny Omega.
what everybody says.
MJF.
I'd put Osprey 1 and Omega 2. I think.
Osprey. Fucking Don Callis. Konosuke Takeshita.
Yeah.
Everybody from New Japan. That's 26 right there.
Well, I meant like North. I meant like US. You know.
Yes.
Oh.
I would say.
Everybody from House of Glory.
Who's the champion there?
Oh, I don't fucking know anything. Dude,
Uh,
I've been so out of the loop with everybody from last year going into this year.
All you've been doing is working.
Working like a
let's
dog.
see.
Dog for
Well,
that
here's
Coca-Cola
The House
money.
of Glory World Heavyweight Champion is still Mike Santana.
Santana.
Santana. Oh, good. He
My
celebrated.
boy.
I think he celebrated 2 years of sobriety also this week. So that's
Yeah, good for fucking him, all right? I'm not worried about that bullshit. I'm worried about him still
The
remaining
Crown
the
Jewel
goddamn
champion is still Zilla Fatu. The Cruiserweight champion is Darren Richardson. Women's
Yep.
champion is Megan Bain. Megan
Yep.
Bain is the women's champion. And the Cold-Blooded
Wow.
Killers are the tag team champs, who are Charlie Mason, Nolo Kitano, and
I just want to let you
Raheem,
know,
I don't know.
Charlie Mason's a bum. He's always going to be a bum. He's a ripoff of Charles Mason. He's absolutely trash. He's always going to be trash. And the fact that he disrespected the main event, he's a fuck for that. Forever. Forever. Chop cheese on his bitch ass.
Let me ask another 2K25 question.
You can
Yep.
ask whatever question you want. It's your show.
If you get the Bloodline edition, does it come with the Wyatt 6 or do you
No,
got to
everything's
pre-order?
sold separately at that point.
Do
No, it does come with the Wyatt 6, yes.
Okay, cool. All right.
If
And
I buy
it
the
looks-
Bloodline edition,
Oh,
I better get every goddamn piece of content.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to go into the 2K offices, find out where Papa H is at, spit some water in his face, and hit him with the fucking
I
pedigree.
think the only thing that like you won't get on launch is WrestleMania 41. They'll probably wait until like 4 or 5
That's fine.
months. And
The other thing is Penta's coming in the DLC.
supposedly.
Penta is coming to 2K25, but he is coming to in a DLC.
Yeah,
Well,
I could see it.
if you're getting the system in the game, I'll buy an extra controller. I can do that.
No need. I'm bringing my controller.
And
Oh,
the
but I
thing
mean,
is,
K Fabulous wants to play it.
the
You're just gonna have to
wrestlers
like,
that
find
were
in their mind.
released recently, most of them are in the game.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, the only ones that have not been put into the game are the ones that left. Actually, let's. I have the.
Edge is in the game. His new name is Cope.
He's not in the game, is he?
Yeah,
No,
he is.
no, he's
No,
not.
he's not.
That's his new name.
Cut.
WWE 2K25.
The people cut from the roster are Bad Bunny, Muhammad Ali, Jerry the King Lawler, Dijak, Xia Li, Post Malone, Pat McAfee's friends, Damon Kemp, Beth Phoenix, Robert Roode, Shane McMahon, Ronda Rousey, Big Boss Man.
McMahon.
Shane McMahon is no longer in 2K.
Because he's going to AEW.
I've been saying that all 2024.
I've been saying it for months. I think it's happening.
What else?
Uh-huh.
Ronda Rousey is cut. Big Boss Man is cut. Ted DiBiase
What?
is cut. Yes.
Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man is no longer in the game.
I trade Ronda Rousey for Shane McMahon any day of the week.
Well,
Both Achilles heels.
yeah, Ronda's not in the game anymore. Ronda's
Thank
cut.
God.
No
Ted
Ted DiBiase.
DiBiase is cut.
That's
No
Ricochet
Ted
is
DB.
no Ted DiBiase. Nope. Ricochet is cut. Scripps is cut. Cameron Grimes is cut. Drew Gulak is cut. Jinder Mahal, Veer, Sangha all cut, and the last two being Bobby Lashley and MVP are also cut from the game. So basically, all the wrestlers that were like cut very like a while ago, like last season, and Bobby, Ricochet, MVP, they went to AEW. So
Who's Scripps?
Hey, is this
Reggie.
is this Intercontinental title number one contender?
yes, it's a number one contender. Winner faces Lyra.
Right.
Script Dylan Scripts is Reggie or Sydney Akeem as
The guy
is
who
known.
can. Oh wait, is Reggie? Is that the guy
Miller
who
from
can
the
do all the
Pacers?
flips?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that guy's awesome.
Wait a second. Reggie Miller from the Pacers?
No. Sydney Akeem. That's his indie name. But another person that is interestingly not in the game, even though he's technically shown up on WWE programming, Goldberg will remain not in 2K.
I heard that. That's a shame. Here, Eric is asking, will there be a TNA pack?
Yeah,
We don't know.
$70.
We don't know.
I assume there will, but I don't know.
I feel like if there's gonna be people from TNA, it like will probably be like only Joe Edge.
Yeah.
And maybe like I guess maybe Jordan will be DLC because like now she's part of WWE. So
We get
Maybe
a
they
TNA
have
pack.
enjoyed.
We get Abyss, Kurt Angle, and his name is actually Kurt Angle, not Kurt Angle, but it's Kurt Angle.
I'm pretty sure lately, like no, what's it called? Kurt
And
has
Jeff
said
Jarrett.
like he doesn't want people calling him Perk Angle.
Well,
And
tell him
That is
guess
true.
what? Tell him guess what? Tough shit, Mr. Milkman. He was on the Perkies when he was doing all those 360 backflips and
He was on a
flips.
ton of
Yeah,
a ton.
yeah. He was sad because his sister died. Well, guess what? He almost fucking died too. Mr.
Yeah.
Perk Angle.
Trying to see what else.
And Eric is asking, will this be the final 2K on PS4? I would guess
If you
so.
don't buy a
Maybe
PS5, Eric,
probably.
by the game's release, don't play video games no more, bro. You're
I
out.
mean, the current gen versions look so much better than the last gen versions. It's like it's worth buying a system for. I think.
I think I found the roster. So for like Legends, because I know Asa loves talking
Mina.
about the Legends.
Mhm.
Oh, Ivy
Mina.
won, as expected. Yeah, I figured. Oh wait, no, match isn't over. Never mind.
I was gonna say you guys are ahead of me. I didn't.
No, I thought Ivy won because like she wasn't really doing anything. I was like, oh,
Jordan said this match needs to end. It's not been bad. I don't think so. Yeah. It's not been great either. But
it's been fine. It's been
Yeah.
okay. Interesting. Wow. I mean, okay.
Dakota won.
I'm happy for her, but interesting that they didn't okay. Kind of feel bad for Ivy now, but it is what it is.
I did not announce last week on WWE Weekly. WWE Match of the Week last week. Damage Control beating Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez on
I
Raw.
think you did mention it actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you said it was the best match of the week. Yeah, it was easily.
Yeah.
So Legends, some new Legends, I think. I mean, Alundra Blaze.
Nice.
Yes, like something. Actually, let me look
The
up
head shrinkers are in there. Bubba.
Yeah.
Bubba and Devon are in there. JBL and Farouk are in there.
Really?
George
Yeah,
the Animal
SmackDown
Steel's in there.
Hotel.
Mojo
Good old
Funkman is in
SmackDown
there.
Hotel. Will. Come on now. Why is my thing's not loading in properly?
And the SmackDown Hotel has been a website since I was a kid. That's crazy.
Okay. Let's try this again. All right, there we go. Legends. All right. We have Alpha is both playable and a manager, and
Nice.
not. We got Alundra Blaze 94. We got Armando Estrada as a manager. We got Big E is considered a legend now. Interesting. Captain Lou Albano is a manager. Who else is new? The Head Shrinkers. Yep. Haku is in the game now.
Nice.
Famously known as the father of Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. Islander Tama.
And according to Ric Flair, Haku was the
Sam
toughest man in the wrestling industry.
Yep. Islander Tama is in the game as well. Jamal, who is part of, what is their tag team name again? Jamal is, what's it called? Umaga. Is Umaga before Umaga?
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Was it Rosie and Jamal?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, 3-minute warning is in the
that's right.
game, yeah. Rosie is in the. Paul Ellering is now a manager, a non-playable manager in the game. Mr. Fuji is in the game.
Beautiful.
Peter Maivia, the High Chief, is in the game.
Is Yokozuna in there somewhere? He better be.
Yoko is still in, yes.
What about Rocky Johnson?
We have Only The Rock. And his Nation of Domination, no, which is just
And tell me,
Rock, but with hair.
yeah. So wait, Eric says he hopes Arn Anderson will be DLC. Do we know anything about that?
No information about DLC yet.
He's not coming.
Who else is on the Legends?
Tamina?
That's it.
No, Tamina is not considered a legend, but she is in the game, I think. Stardust is considered in the Legends page now.
Nice.
As is the Fiend Bray Wyatt, and
Nice.
of course Bray Wyatt himself. And I think that is Rhea Ripley 2020 is considered in the Legends page now. Okay, for some reason.
Let me ask, can you like shift what factions people are in?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you can like put Bray with the Wyatt 6, yeah.
Yeah.
You could put Bray right in the trash can if you want.
But to be fair, pretty like normally in the 2K games, there's only like for like factions and teams and stuff, there's like 5 slots, so I don't actually think you can, but maybe they've upped it.
What do you mean 5 slots?
Like for factions, you can only put 5 people in a faction.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. In at least in the previous 2K games, like maybe they've increased it now for 2K25, but
and War Games is still in.
War Games should still be in. Yes.
Nice.
It's the first match you play before starting the game.
I think I'm gonna play it tonight. I haven't played 2K24 a whole lot, but I'm gonna play it tonight.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
And then let's see who else exists. Oh yeah, Ava's a manager, as is Nick Aldis. That's cool.
Man, this week I bought on eBay. I bought 2 issues of one of my favorite wrestling magazines from the 90s. I don't have them yet. They're in the mail, or I would show you. They're called Wrestling Rule Breakers. So it was wrestling like kayfabe, but all from the heel's perspective, you know? So it would be like, you know, if it was a previewing a match, it would be like Yokozuna, the mighty sumo champion, is going to wipe the ring with that wimp Bret Hart. You know, the slick man with his nasty, greasy hair can never stand up to Yokozuna and like shit like that. It was delightful.
If somebody asked me, how old is Asa? I'd say that old.
Yeah. But it was a great magazine. It was only around for like 2 years, like 93 and 94. But it was a great one. I found someone with all the WWF magazines from 1993 for $105. It was very hard to not buy that.
Hey Wolf, I've counted 27 clicks, by the way, since the show has started.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't.
27.
I know. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you have to. No, you have to.
Well, it's part of my computer. I don't even know how you guys are hearing it because I have my headphones, but
it's very loud. It's the loudest
Your
thing.
microphone is right next to the button, so we're hearing everything.
It is.
I can also hear what you digested for lunch as well today. Like that microphone is picking up everything.
For lunch? What?
Yeah.
You mean the lunch that I had before getting on at all?
Yeah.
Like I straight up did not eat until like 6 p.m.
Exactly.
Okay, sure.
Did you dye your hair?
What?
Did you dye your hair?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
No, I didn't. It's just falling out.
No, you dyed it, didn't you?
No, I didn't dye my fucking hair.
Really?
No, it's just the way that the light hits it.
It looks like you dyed your hair.
Huh. I didn't dye it.
Oh, okay. It is just the light.
Yeah, because
I
my hair's very
swear.
thin.
It looks blonde.
Yeah, because my hair's very thin.
Okay.
Oh, good there is here.
No. It's to show how white I am. I'm
Yeah.
like paper thin. Paper thin. You can see right through me. You could actually, if you look close enough, you can see my veins pulsating on my brain.
Well, you're supposed to be Italian. So you're supposed to have that.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Guess I'm
Eric
just
is
from somewhere
asking,
else.
are wrestling magazines still around? They are.
Yeah, yeah. So is so is all their old shit.
What magazines are around?
Nothing.
Really? Is
Nothing.
WWE magazine still around?
No.
I know Pro Wrestling Illustrated is still around.
That's the only thing wrestling wise that's still around.
And they might be digital only, except for the PWI 500, but they're still around. And that has pretty much been the best wrestling magazine for the last
What
God.
was it? Hulk Hogan wrestled in the 80s.
like 50 years. It's been around for like 50 years.
Stop, Bailey. Stop.
All right,
You get
all
nothing.
right. I wanna test something. I wanna test. Can you guys hear clicking now?
Yes.
Just barely. Just
Okay.
barely.
Okay, so
Oh,
yes.
I heard that click. 29.
I literally had my hand off my.
It's
I heard
not
it.
crazy loud.
Okay. All right. So I'm trying to test something. Okay.
That is loud.
Okay. So it's my laptop. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you
Take
hear?
that laptop and throw it out.
Can you hear anything right now?
I can hear your heart beating.
No.
Okay. Can you hear my keyboard?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay. So it's the laptop mouse. Okay. Good
Yeah.
to know. So
But if you click one more time, I'm coming through the camera.
sometimes I might need to use it because
Nope, I don't want to hear any bullshit excuses. Just you click again, and I'm coming through the screen.
Yeah, if you want, Eric, if you want a fun experience, get some wrestling magazines, some older ones, and just like look through them, and you get like 2 or 3 months worth, and you'll get to read stories about as old angles progressed and stuff, and you'll get to see the rankings of wrestlers go up and down, and it's just those are so fun, and especially if you get magazines from like when you got into wrestling. It'll just be like a lot of nostalgia for you, and I would highly recommend getting some old wrestling magazines. Yes, I get them whenever I can find them. I and can afford them. I try and get some. Yeah, from like 93, 94, especially because that's when I got into wrestling.
You're always running your mouth, but that's saying to me, come on. Do I think
Gunther hasn't wrestled in quite a while, has he?
yeah. Oh my god.
Gunther's too busy hanging out doing nothing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Jey Uso could rip through all three of them.
anything can happen?
Okay, so I just need to have my.
I hope they can do. WrestleMania. Yeah.
That'll be awesome if Jay wins. That'll be a cool
He's
moment.
losing at WrestleMania.
No,
I hope not.
Yes.
I think he's winning,
Yes.
man.
Jay is
No.
winning. Jay
Jay's
is winning.
Not.
Even if he chose Cody, he was gonna win. He's winning.
No.
Yeah, a star
Cody
is
had a
born.
better shot. Cody had a better shot of winning.
No, I say Cody should keep it and Jay should win the other one.
No.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Oh, there he comes. He faked him out.
Wow, you are so far behind us.
Yeah, I'm a little behind here. Super
Oh
kick.
my god. Soul crowd is eating.
Yeah,
Yeah, like he's winning. He's winning. He's 100% winning.
he's got to win. He's so over. They got to give him the belt. Stinger
Just
splash
the
on him.
fact that Jay is basically the most over, most marketable. It's obvious that Jay's winning.
I never thought Jey Uso would be a huge single star.
Yeah.
But you never know what's going to happen in wrestling. You never fucking know. That's why it's so fun.
They did the same thing with LA Knight.
Well, except they didn't elevate him to the top of the card, though, you know? I guess they're just biding their time with LA Knight because talk about over, he's fucking over too. He may be more over than Jey Uso. I don't know.
He's
Wait,
so
who
over,
is-
he's back in TNA as Eli Drake.
No.
Wait, who is
LA Knight.
LA Knight? No, Jey Uso.
Why does Kathy Kelly get hot every single week? That's my question.
Well,
What
Jay
is she
may be
doing?
more over. I think Jay
Look at
is
those
more
chubby
Jay
over.
is
glasses.
more over. Easily more over.
She's looking like the girl from Full House. The wife of
Oh, the one who went to
John
prison.
Stamos.
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
who went
who's
to
in prison right now.
Lori, is that her name? Lori?
Yeah, Lori Logal or whatever the fuck her name is.
I don't know.
All right.
Raquel Rodriguez, and I'm sure you've seen at this point that
Okay.
seen footage that appears to implicate you both, right?
Ah, that's what I said.
No, so I think the way you're talking right now is
It's Naomi.
all Raquel and I have done.
I
I
can't
think
see
it's
her being
Bianca.
a heel, man. I can't
I
see
think
Naomi
it's
being a heel.
Bianca.
You can.
Tonight when Raquel
You guys don't
I
use
think
your
it's
fucking
Bianca.
imagination
I mean,
at all.
I
Like,
used it, and I thought it was these two.
but tonight in minutes.
But now I don't think it is.
I think it's Bianca.
It should be these two, though.
did Willie pay for your ticket, Wolf, to Canada?
No.
Happy, but
Are you
What
going to
about-
see him in Canada?
What a bum.
No.
Oh,
I don't know why that question.
happens to anyone.
Even. Oh.
And tonight, I
What a
just-
bum. I can't believe he did you dirty like that.
What? Why? What are we? Huh? I'm confused.
I'd yell at Papa H. Fuck you, Papa H.
man, Naomi though can't be a heel. I mean, she can't talk. She mumbles all her words. It's weird. She sounds very ignorant when she talks.
So do all heels.
No, not all heels sound ignorant. She does though. She sounds very unintelligent. I hate to say that.
The new lames.
Eric
The
says
new
Jay will
lane.
never be a heel anymore. It'll be a long time before he's a heel again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was just saying, you can never say never. He will be a heel again at some point, but
The
it'll
new
be a
lanes are
while.
here.
Who's the new lames? What are you talking about?
New day, new lanes.
Oh, what do you, oh, you got no commercials. Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna say, I'm just seeing some commercial. Hey, Eli, what's up, man?
Oh.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Yeah, we've been on 70 minutes. We've had 2 matches.
It's only an hour and 10 minutes.
2 fucking matches? Come on.
3 matches. What are we talking about?
No, what do we have? AJ, Dakota
We had
Kai.
AJ, Dom, Dakota, and Ivy, and then
That's it. 2.
We got another
really?
one.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Penta and this
That's
guy
good.
over here.
That's
Now
getting
we're
ready to
having
happen, yeah.
now we're having Penta and Pete, but
yeah.
kind of swear we had. What did we start off? Oh,
2
we
matches.
started with
Sammy and-
Sammy.
and, yeah.
Yeah, 2 matches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we have 2 more matches scheduled.
That's exciting.
We have chamber qualifiers.
Was there someone listed as just being in action?
Me. I'm in
mm,
action.
No, all we know is that Bianca and Naomi are supposed to be at Raw. And that's basically it.
All right, I'm gonna spend the last hour with the flex on like normal.
Oh,
I always like
okay.
doing my first hour with you guys.
Tell them we said hi.
I will. And I have come up with a name.
Oh, all
I
right.
have settled up with a name. I will not say what it is yet. I want to make the artwork, and I want to DM all of you guys and
Right.
hear your thoughts before I decide to make it.
Okay.
But I'm pretty content with the name. The best one I can come up with at the moment. So, I'm pretty happy with it. So we'll see if everybody else is pretty happy with it, and then yeah. I'm thinking when's Elimination Chamber?
March 1st.
No.
Yeah, it's March 1st.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh.
So
was-
either March 1st or March 9th, that the day after will be the opening of the new pod.
All right.
Yeah. So
Sounds good.
that's what I'm thinking. But I love you all, and I will I'll talk to you guys soon.
Yeah, man. I have a guy who was offering to make me a logo. He has some good stuff. I'll send it your way if you're interested.
Don't do it. They're all
Oh,
scam
okay.
artists.
Really? You think so?
100%. I had one. I paid someone $50, and it came out like dog shit.
Oh,
And then when I asked them to redo it, they were like, "I need another 50."
yeah, fuck that.
Wolf,
right.
I know, I think is pretty good with logos, and I'm pretty decent.
I try.
K's okay, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm getting some more graphics made, so I just put it out there. I guess maybe K will try and make them.
Yeah.
Eric, I think you're right. I also
right.
think it's going to be Kevin. and
Love you
Randy.
all. I'll see you
Good
all
man.
later.
Love you.
Yeah.
Later.
And then it was 2. So Eric says, I think Owens versus Orton at WrestleMania. You
Yeah.
said you think so, Wolf?
Yeah, it should. Yeah, it's basically the only match that makes sense for Randy. Like, if you don't have Kevin versus Randy at WrestleMania, Randy might as well just miss WrestleMania because nothing else makes sense. That's why I was hoping that we got Sammy versus Kevin at Chamber and
Unsanctioned.
unsanctioned. That was not expected.
So
But-
it can't count in the top 5 rankings. It's not a WWE match. It's not an official match.
It is welcome though. Yeah.
Kayfabe. Those are kayfabe rankings. We got to stick
Yeah.
with it.
Yep.
Well, they're supposed to be kayfabe rankings.
Right.
I guess they are because Logan Paul snuck in at number 5 last night. So
Yeah.
if it wasn't kayfabe,
Only because like he won a match, even though that was kind of BS, but
over a world champion,
yep. 3-time world champion, by the way.
and more than that, world cruiserweight champion too.
Sure.
Crazy. Crazy. One of the most questionable booking decisions of all time.
Well,
I think so. Here we go. So yeah, if they give them some time, I think this will be the match of the night.
yeah.
Both these guys are excellent.
Yeah. Right.
And his masks are one of the highest selling merchandise items.
Yeah. Honestly, like part of me is tempted to get a Penta mask.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just put it right back here, you know?
Yeah. I'd probably gladly wear it on stream.
Yeah.
But
The hologram
wear-
masks they have are okay. I don't know. I may end up getting one. I got a shirt. It's just, I got to wash it. But yeah, I got a hologram shirt.
I know that before I wanted to get I don't know if they still what's it called? They still sell them, but for Bray they had Uncle Howdy mask. Like it wasn't like actual, like they have a new version of Uncle Howdy mask that's like more like current Uncle Howdy, but they had like Bray's like new mask, or like
What was it made out of?
I don't know. I it's a replica mask, so it's like but yeah, it was like his last mask where he like it was kind of circular and creepy.
Eli here says he thought about buying a Penta mask on Shop WWE. They've been flying. Yes, they have. And he keeps getting more and more merchandise made for him too.
I've learned just recently, just brief mention, even though it's WWE Day, I've learned that on Amazon, AEW has like exclusive Amazon shirts.
Yeah, I just saw that the other night. Yeah. So yeah, if you like AEW, yeah, look on Amazon. Yeah. Nelso Kelso, what's up? He says I'd be down to see Pentawolf. By the way.
Maybe we'll see.
And Eli says he's got a Rey Mysterio mask. Had it for a while. Yeah.
I think yeah.
I love Lucha Libre. I can't believe myself I don't have any masks back here.
Right.
I used to have a Psychosis mask, but I wore it so much I fucked it up. And
one thing I'm still like begging to this day. I want them to sell Andrade's mask, like a replica of Andrade's mask. I if they did that, I would buy it instantly.
Yeah, this is cool.
His mask is probably the best mask I've ever seen.
Oh, best mask ever. I like Psychosis.
Because like Andrade's mask is like, I don't know, that skull, like, and it's so good quality. I'm like, oh my god,
that's cool. That's definitely cool. I think this is the most damage we've seen Penta take in a match.
Yeah. Part of me thinks there's a there could be there's a possibility this might end in DQ because I think maybe Kaiser might get involved.
WWE needs to cut back on their run-ins, I feel like.
Yeah.
Let's see. Eric says if Bray had never died, was he going to beat Roman for the title?
No,
I don't think so. Yeah.
no. I think at SummerSlam 2023 in Detroit, where we got Cody versus Brock, apparently we were supposed to get Cody versus Bray. And man, that would have been great to see.
Yeah. Yeah. I still can't believe he's dead. It just is. I remember still the day it happened. I just thought it was a joke.
I was like, what the hell just happened? Like, I was like freaking out almost. I was
Yeah, just out of nowhere.
just out of nowhere. I'm like, oh my God, man.
Let's see. Eli says WrestleLoot has masks in their mystery boxes. Oh, that might be worth a look. While we're talking about wrestling merch, t-shirt check. I got on my Nasty Boys. WWF, WCW guys. If you don't know who they are, look them up. And Wolf Yeet.
Yep. Yeah.
I didn't do it last night. I didn't do a t-shirt check last night, and Wolf had
Better than you, baby.
Better Than You, Baby.
Yeah.
And I had my DX jersey on.
What I do remember, I saw like a report that apparently there was discussion for Demolition to get a Hall of Fame induction this year.
Yeah, they
but
should.
It's not confirmed yet.
They should.
Yeah.
Some of the strangest gear in WWE history. I mean, their gear is like straight out like gay S&M gear. I don't know if you know that, but that's what their gear is. And at the early point, it looked way more like that, and then they toned it down a little, but it still looked like that. I think Pat Patterson might have had a hand in that, if you ask me.
I don't know if you've ever seen what's it called? I think it was back in like 2020, 2021. Karrion Kross came to main roster. And his original gear, because before it was first run with WWE in the main roster, he was bald. I think he had a bald cap on, which, in my opinion, much better with the hair.
A bald cap, okay.
Yeah, because like naturally he has the hair, but what's it called? Make him look more menacing. He had bald cap.
I see.
So he looked bald, yeah.
Kind of similar to Demolition. Kind of. There we go.
Yeah. He was kind of scary. He was pretty scary at times, but what's it called? His gear, for some reason, he had some kind of like BDSM gear, and it had like a mask, and I'm like, oh no.
I didn't know that.
No. Yeah, everyone was like, oh yeah, they did not like seeing it. That was probably the worst of Cross's career, but
yeah, no.
I think also Scarlett had that kind of style, and I'm like, okay, well, Scarlett has the looks to like fit that. Karrion, no.
Let's see. Eli says he purchased 3 autographs today: Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, and Io Shirai, 8x10s. Pretty good group there.
Yeah.
Where'd you get them, if I can ask, Eli? Oh, there's a nice head scissors there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been enjoying collecting autographs and stuff. I've gotten most of mine from the AEW crates, or maybe half and half. Half at shows and half out of the AEW crates.
Yeah.
Something like that, probably. I need to get more up here. I just gotta get some frames, and this will be full back here. Can we get on that?
What?
Getting frames so we can fill this up.
Yeah,
Mexican district.
we got to measure this stuff.
Uh-huh.
It's nice because they don't fit in the ones we have.
This has been a pretty good match here while we've been talking about
Oh, yeah.
S&M and Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
It's definitely Charlotte. There's a lot better pressure than what's in it. See the two of the best in the world go out here tonight. The legendary worldwide star Penta and Pete Dunne. German suplex released by Dunne.
Walked right into a super kick. Did Pete Dunne.
And got back to his
Wow.
Rewind. Says gay BDSM sounds like my kind of Monday night.
Oh my god.
Nothing is better than a bunch of oversized grown men having a good old time. No kink shame here.
Yeah, it's just
It's good to see you, Rewind.
that time was not looking good for us though. He didn't look right. Oh, and here it comes. All right.
And Eric says he has the AEW ring. What?
I saw the MJF ring.
Oh, like the MJ, the Dynamite
Oh.
Diamond ring. I've looked at that. Eli says he gets his autographs from mystery boxes, Zobi, whatever that is, and eBay. A mix from those three. Yeah, I just got into I had a couple and kind of just got into collecting them accidentally, but now it's a kind of a hobby. Oh, pretty good match there.
Hmm.
Yeah, they've got, like I said before this match, they've got to cut back on their run-ins if they do. It's every fucking match. I mean, whether it happens during the match or right after, it's too much. You know, they should. Oh my god, they should matter. You know, and by having them after every match, they don't matter that much. You know, you don't remember even that somebody ran in. It should be the exception, not the rule, that somebody runs in and attacks someone. And Rewind says, I would love to have some BDSM fun with Kaiser. That tall German knows how to have fun, I bet. I like that I start reading Rewind's comments before I've read the whole thing. It's an adventure to see where it's going. And Eli says, when I go through my WCW events on DVD, would you want the extras for free? Holy shit. Yes, I would. That's very nice of you. I know you'd appreciate them and watch them. Yes, I would. That's very nice of you. Yeah, I love WCW. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Tonight's verbal assault. I gotta ask, how are you feeling?
Underestimated, Kathy.
They're in Charlotte.
Won this year's Royal Rumble, but I have to say, I've heard a lot of superstars are doubting whether you can walk out of WrestleMania as the new World Heavyweight Champion. So,
She
how
chose him
are
as
you
a
feeling
lifer.
confidence-wise?
Sarah Palin.
They doubted me, Kathy, right?
Yeah, Kathy Kelly's kind of doing a Sarah Palin disguise tonight, you know?
What?
Governor Palin, I should say.
We're not beating you. New World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay, let's see it. Cool.
So Pat, the question is James really believe that, or is
Oh, Eric was talking about the toy wrestling ring. That's cool.
some people believe it all?
Yeah, I love those wrestling toys. I would collect them, but I just got too many collections already. You got to draw the line somewhere. But I love wrestling toys and toy rings and all that stuff. That takes me right back to being a kid.
High school basketball all-stars around the Bay Area got to play, obviously. Have a good time with Tommy and Jerry Rice. He looks right here now. This is the moment you need to pay attention to. Bailey has her eyes on Baron Davis. This man, NBA champion all-star. Standing to take on Bailey. He decides to pass the ball away to anybody. But still, Bailey showcases on the defensive side.
Good video package for Roxanne.
Yeah, I'm watching a Bailey at the All-Star game thing. I know how far behind you I am.
Right now, I'm seeing up next Roxanne versus Raquel in the qualifier. That is the next match.
Rewind says Kathy looks like an old school Southern disciplinarian, very BDSM knight. She probably has a paddle on her desk.
It's like a riding crop.
Oh, Dakota. Is that Vic?
The promo just started for me.
No.
Oh, that Women's Royal Rumble was terrible. I see Eli says he bought the Mariah May micro brawler, sold out in 2 days. Wow. I'm interested to see if they go for more on eBay or not. If you're collecting those, I don't have many, I don't think, anymore. I have a Billy Gunn one. If you're sending me WCW stuff, I can send you the Billy Gunn micro brawler. I can do that much for you. And then I have my this one is not for sale or trade. I have my hologram micro brawler back here. He's with us always. Right back there. And Eric Tate, a fast Raw. Yeah, it has been. Hour and a half. We've had 3 matches, which I think we should have had at least 4, but that's how they do it. But 3 decent matches. The AJ Styles match was good, and of course this Penta match was very good, I thought. Like I said, if I knew AJ Styles and Penta were going to be on the show, we might have gone. And Finn is wrestling. Seth Rollins. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? Action to Roxanne. What are we doing?
How long you think Raw's going to be tonight, Wolf?
Probably around that 2.5 hour, maybe slightly more.
I think so. Well, maybe you may be right. We got 2 matches left.
Yeah.
And it's been an hour 35.
Yeah.
Maybe. Eli says, yep, he has that one as well, talking about Billy Gunn. I don't expect anything in return. I just know you'd watch them and enjoy them. I really appreciate that. That's great of you. Thank you. Rewind says, Taz Micro Brawler sold out in 25 seconds and probably goes for $100,000. People love the GOAT Taz. I just, the other day, I watched, it wasn't really a Taz highlight match, but I watched Taz final match in ECW where he fought Mike Awesome and Masato Tanaka for the world title. Great match, mostly between Awesome and Tanaka. They took Taz out pretty early because he was leaving for WWF. It was back in 98 or 99. Johnny says, can't wait until Ray Phoenix debuts on Raw. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It'll be a little bit, though.
Oh.
And Eli says, actually, I do think the Taz Micro Brawler is rare. Oh, I thought he was joking. So if you have it, it's not worth $100,000, but a couple hundred, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Eli, meet Rewind. He is our resident Taz lover and Hook lover. And I think those may be understatements, but that's a nice way to put it. And Johnny says dream match, New Day versus the Lucha Brothers. That would be fantastic. Yeah. And I think the New Day have been on record as saying they would love to face the Lucha Brothers. Yeah, that would be killer. And Eric says that's cool. You were watching WWE now. Yeah, it's I've been enjoying it. More than I expected, actually. I stopped for a year because of all the Vince McMahon stuff, but then when I found out that he had sold all of his shares, even wasn't making money from WWE anymore, that's when I started watching again.
Hold up. There is no way. Oh my god.
What?
Sorry, I was listening to what's it called? Oh my god, Lillian, no. Alright. Lillian announced Roxanne as Roseanne.
Oh no.
Yikes.
And Rewind says, yeah, great match. Taz hugged Paul Heyman, and the wrestlers came out and gave the GOAT a standing ovation. It was 99. Thank you. Yeah, it was a great scene. And a lot of the fans, it's ECW. They're very hardcore fans and hated it when wrestlers left and would chant, you sold out and fuck you, Taz, and all this kind of stuff. And they were booing, actually, when all the wrestlers came out to greet Taz after the match, or after he got eliminated. And I forget who it was, maybe several guys, but they were saying like, no, stop that. And it turned into cheers, thankfully. Because yeah, it's one of those things. Even leaving ECW, you're gonna make so much more money in WWF. You'd be an idiot to say no. And especially Paul Heyman in ECW is bouncing checks to a lot of guys. You gotta leave. Eli said, yeah, I've noticed him a few times on here. He does enjoy his Taz and Hook. Yes, he does. Yeah, I'm going to show K Fabulous some Taz matches pretty soon here. I've been showing her some ECW, and she's liked it. Seeing Just Incredible, who we are interviewing February 28th, 8 p.m. K Fabulous and I interview Just Incredible, former ECW world champion. But we watched some of his matches, and Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn and that Taz match I just mentioned.
If they have any questions, they'll must ask. They should send them.
Yeah, and if you have any questions you want us to ask Just Incredible, he said nothing is off limits. So don't make the questions rude, but if you have any questions you want us to ask them, just DM me on X, and or shit, you can tell me on here. Yeah, if you have any questions you want us to ask them, just let me know, and I may work them in. There's no guarantee I'll ask them, but I very well may ask them. And Eli says, "Just Incredible was my favorite when I was a kid. Hard to believe, but yeah, that's cool. Bless you."
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great in ECW. Had was a very what's the word? Just like acted like an asshole, like a younger asshole who didn't respect Sandman or Tommy Dreamer or any of the older ECW guys, and kind of tried to take them all out. Kind of the legend killer before there was a legend killer. Yeah, good character. He's been a little down on his luck the last few years, but hopefully that can change for him. I know it can, and hopefully it gets there. And Nelson Kelso says RVD versus Jerry Lynn matches were some of my favorites from ECW. Definitely some of my favorite matches. Period. I would put at least 2 RVD and Jerry Lynn matches like in my top 10 ever. I love both those guys. And Rewind says Just Incredible had some great matches with RVD back in the day. 5-star matches. Yes, he did. And Eli says you can't always like the winners. I wish WWE did more with him in 01, 02. Oh yeah, WWE did terrible booking Taz. Terrible job. But like I said, at least he got paid, so I'm sure that's what was on his mind. He's got a family. So at least he got paid, even though, yeah, WWF did an awful job with him. Just atrocious. Oh, he said no, Just Incredible. Oh, I'm sorry, Eli. Yeah, they didn't do well with him either. He won 8 hardcore titles, but, that belt didn't really mean much. And he did win 1 or 2 WWE tag team titles, but yeah, they didn't really give him a good singles run. Oh my God, Roxanne just got dropped right on her neck. Oh. Rewind says he probably has some great Taz stories. I bet you guys could talk about how great Taz is and was for hours and hours, if not days. You got a specific question you want me to ask? Not just like, Justin, tell me, how great was Taz? I got a way to unless you got a specific question, I have a way to word it, I think.
Opportunity to get to WrestleMania. Great World Championship opportunity. WrestleMania underway, 2 months away, 16 more days. Just picking Roxanne out of the air again. And now that they'll make JBL proud. And Raquel now up over Perez with the second row. Reigns coming out to Perez able to kick out and shoot this barrel. Perez able to counter that. This lead. His Stratus returns. It's Rado. Oh my goodness. Shoulder first to the post for Raquel. Bruce and Tiffany. Nia Jackson. This Lorraine. Roxanne. Suicide down. Perfect that time. Roxanne. Raquel's out of weekend. Perez again. Walk right into it.
And again, this is an Elimination Chamber qualifying match here between Rodriguez and Perez.
Yep. Oh,
DDT. Michael, what's up? Eric says Rox is playing a face in this match. Yeah, doing a decent job. And Michael says wrestling is the best ever. I agree with that. Michael says Perez is going to win.
okay, Liv. Screaming like crazy.
Yeah, you're way ahead of me.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's all right.
Interesting.
Oh. Another run in. Every fucking match tonight.
Well, yeah, we figured they would be here, though.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, it kind of builds towards Chamber-ish.
Well, it does. Just we don't need it for every single match. You know?
True. Pink and black. Different hairstyle for Naomi.
Nope. Roxanne Perez. Kind of a sunset flip type thing.
Yep. Pop Rocks. That's her finisher.
Pop Rocks. Okay.
Yep. It's just a sunset flip.
Yeah.
Power
Is
bomb,
it always off the corner like that?
No, it's just normally just a regular sunset flip power bomb, but
wow.
But this is new. But I do like that she did it from like the middle rope in the corner into it. But I'm glad she tries. So.
That was a decent match.
Yeah, that was all right. Oh.
Thanks, Gold. Speaking of Elimination Chamber, I hear you have a big match tonight against an opponent you know quite well. Any final words before you head out there?
And Rewind says you were a little behind me. I'm behind everyone apparently tonight. I don't know what's up with that. And Johnny said Hook should start saying "Beat me if you can, survive if I let you." That would be cool.
Tonight on Monday Night Grind.
And Eli says, "Sorry, spoilers. I didn't mean to do that." Yeah, it's all right. Just I'm a little behind. I'm like 15 seconds behind. So yeah, just Johnny said WWE have to separate themselves from AEW by having nonstop interference. But yeah, it's a problem in AEW too, though. K Fabulous, who is here but not on camera, says AEW has gotten better about that. I don't know. And Eric says, I think SmackDown needs to go back to 2 hours. Man, does it? Yeah, I agree. Michael says you're right. And Rewind says Hook needs to come to WWE and become a Grand Slam champion just like his dad, the GOAT Taz, in ECW. I bet Hook, the baby goat, will be 19-time heavyweight champion. I like your optimism. And Michael is predicting that Finn Balor is going to beat Seth tonight and get in the Elimination Chamber match. I hope so, but I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. I hate to say. And Michael agrees. He said Hook should come to WWE. I think he's a little small for WWE, honestly.
Wait, who is?
Hook.
Hook?
I don't see him fitting in WWE at all.
I think honestly, if Hook would go to WWE, he's probably going to be in NXT, which is fine because
He'd still be small. I think he's just too small for them. Yeah, I think he's a very good wrestler, but that's the biggest negative for him. He's just people said that about Taz, but he's not like built like his dad was, you know. Johnny said, "Have you seen Tajiri versus Super Crazy versus Little Guido from ECW?" Yes, I have. That match is awesome. I mean, they fought
Yeah.
several times, but I know one specific one that I'm thinking of that yes was an awesome match. I don't remember when it was, but they fought a lot in that 98, 99 period. 99, I think, is when I'm thinking of. And Nelson Kelso says, "I think I used to have to wait until 2 to 3 inches in the morning, 2 to 3 in the morning to catch ECW live back in the day. So worth it." Yeah, it was syndicated, ECW Hardcore TV. If y'all don't know, it was syndicated. And so it would be on at all different times. You know, here in like Philly, it'd be on at 9, whatever. In New York, it'd be on at midnight. And where Nelson Kelso's from, it would be on at 2 a.m. I mean, those are just for instances. I don't know when it was on, but yeah, all different times. And yet they still managed to become the number 3 company in America just with a syndicated show. That's how good ECW was. And Johnny says Hook is bigger than Rey Mysterio. That's a very good point, but Hook is no Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
And Michael says NXT is getting better, and Eric says is NXT a third brand now?
Kind of. It's
I'd
still
say yes.
developmental, but
Yeah, it's still developmental.
It's a third brand, yeah.
I'd say it's. Sorry, Wolf.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying it's treated the same as the other 2 brands, but what's it called? It is still developmental.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, kind of. Rewind says Seth Rollins will win the main event, but Finn is way more attractive, is a good looking dude, and maybe little kinky beast mode is kinky fun. I'm not sure what that last one means, but yeah, Finn. I guess Finn is a more attractive dude than Seth Rollins. I think that's true.
I love listening to Rewind's comments on below.
Johnny asked, "Do you have a favorite Lucha Libre match from ECW?" Wow. I would have to look back at things. I would have to look back at some matches. I've seen them fight a lot, but I believe Rey Mysterio and Psychosis were in ECW at the same time. So I would probably have to say Rey Mysterio versus Psychosis. Now I could be wrong, and that's just what's coming into my mind, like mid 90s, maybe 96, 97, somewhere around there. I have to look up if that actually happened now, or if I'm thinking about a WCW match. Oh, it happened. All right. Rey Mysterio versus Psychosis, October 17th, 1995. 2 out of 3 falls match. That is my favorite lucha match from ECW. Yeah. Johnny said the 90s was a classic decade for all forms of entertainment. Yeah, I think you're right. Things started getting kind of dumber after 2000. I'm not sure the reason for that, but it's true. And Johnny says my favorite ECW matches are the Extreme Elimination Chamber match and Vince versus Bobby Lashley. Oh, so the new ECW. I got you. And Rewind says they need to bring back tuxedo matches. Those were the good old days. Those were fun. And Eli says WWE and ECW wasn't as good as ECW was without WWE. Oh, yeah, 100%. And Johnny said it happened in 96, then transferred to WCW. But not may have happened in 96 also, but 95 was the match I was thinking of. Rewind
Oh,
says
now the
Super
crowd.
Crazy is and was the best lucha in ECW. Oh, I don't know about that. He's one of the best, maybe second or third. I'd have to put Rey Mysterio first. But Super Crazy is fantastic. Yeah, he's great. He's great. And Johnny said he was joking with the Extreme Elimination Chamber match. Okay, I was going to say, I never heard of that. I didn't pay attention to that new ECW when WWE did it. I don't know anything that happened except Vince versus Bobby Lashley. Johnny said, I blame the internet for messing up things in the 2000s, 10s, and 20s. Yeah, well, you may be right about that. Yeah. Seems like the more people had access to the internet, the dumber our society has gotten, and certainly the worse movies have gotten. I wouldn't say that about wrestling, but movies for sure.
Oh, Kofi taking shots at Ray. Oh. Oh.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Rewind says RVD versus John Cena, the second one night stand was a fun match. Yes, it was. Yeah. I did see that. That's one of the I did see some of RVD's stuff in the new ECW, whatever you want to call it. I liked the one night stand events. I saw those because they brought back the old ECW guys.
I've been here longer than Rey Mysterio. I've been here 19 years. The difference between Rey and myself is the fact that I'm never left. So if anybody should be locker room leader around here, it should be me, not him. Rey Mysterio kicking us out of the locker room is audacious.
Whoa.
And Eric pointing out the old WWF wrestling shows were never live in the late 80s. Yeah, true. They really like to be in control of their product, so being able to tape them and then edit them, sometimes for time, sometimes just for fuck ups. WWF was all about that in the 80s, and then the internet really caused them to go live with almost everything. Nelso Kelso says, I always wonder how RVD's WWF World Championship run would have gone if not cut short by getting pulled over for weed. He was super over. Yes, he was. Who knows how long it would have gone? He's the kind of champion who holds people's attention because he can have great matches in different ways every match, But yeah, that was so stupid. They got mad at him getting pulled over for weed. It's like you signed Rob Van Dam. What the fuck did you think was going on there? His fucking name is practically RVD 420, and you signed him. You want to punish him because that's so fucking stupid, hypocritical even. Johnny says Rick Rude, the only wrestler to appear on Raw and Nitro on the same night. That is true. He was on Raw as part of D-Generation X. He was their kind of manager for a while. And then he appeared on Monday Nitro. If memory serves me, I think he might have joined the NWO, but I'm not 100% sure. And Rewind says the best part of the new ECW was the GOAT Taz on color commentary. I'm surprised Taz on color didn't bring in 2 million viewers a night. If you have a wrestling company, if you want views, you put Taz on color. Might be right about that. He's one of the best color commentators for sure. And Johnny said Bill Alfonso is an underrated and slept-on manager. I agree. I like hearing the whistle during matches because it always made the match feel big because you knew it meant, like, usually it meant Rob Van Dam was out there or Sabu was out there. And speaking of Sabu, whatever. All right, so it's a little ways away, but April 18th is Sabu's final match. There's a pay-per-view event called Joey Janela's Spring Break that is happening. I forget who Sabu is facing. Like I said, it's called Joey Janela's Spring Break, and it's Sabu's final match, April 18th. We will be doing a watch-along of that. Definitely.
Next week on Raw, we have Bianca and Naomi versus Liv and Raquel for the tag titles.
All right. Rewind says the manager of the Stars, the man who calls it right down the middle, Bill Alfonso. And Johnny says, damn, who didn't join the NWO? Very good question. And Eric points out Rude was never a face. I think that's right. Definitely a great heel. And I think maybe the most underrated wrestler of his time, Rick Rude. And Nelson Kelso says to literally be part of DX and the NWO in the same night is quite the statistic to hold. Yeah. And Eli says, did I get Sabu's autograph? No. And he was at the wrestling, right? Was he at that? No. Okay. I would have gotten it. Okay. No, I don't have Sabu's autograph. I would love to meet him and get it. And Johnny says, one thing I appreciate about Sabu is that he never spoke. The best silent wrestler of all time, definitely. And Rewind said, yes, Sabu's last match, it's on WrestleMania weekend. And Rewind said, Rude had the sexy, tough man, fire look. I think he meant fireman, maybe. And K Fabulous says yes. I can see that.
Might as well treat Elimination Chamber like it's a handicap. Because the only time it's going to come down to everybody for themselves is when it comes down to the thing. So weird.
I don't know if many straight guys could pull off that mustache, but he did. Eli says, well, he was simply ravishing. Yes, he was. And in WCW had a great theme song that told you how ravishing he was. It was basically the WCW equivalent of Shawn Michaels' song. And Eric says, how come Lex is not in the Hall of Fame yet? That's a very, very good question. I think that's a bit of a travesty. I mean, he was such a huge star in WCW, multi-time world champion there. He was a huge star in WWF, as well. 94, he was he and Bret Hart were the biggest stars they had. Yeah, Lex Luger, and some people knock him, but I think he's a great wrestler. And doesn't get the credit he deserves, I don't think. Whenever you hear people nowadays talk about the best, you hear Bret, Hogan, Flair, RVD, Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, et cetera, et cetera. No one is talking about Lex Luger, and I don't get that. But he definitely should be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And Johnny says, "What is your favorite Lex Luger match?" Got to look up when it was. NWA Battle of the Belts, September 1986. Ric Flair and Lex Luger time limit draw for the NWA World Title. Going with that for Lex. Favorite WWF Lex Luger match would be Lex versus Yokozuna at WrestleMania 10. Definitely. WrestleMania 10, one of the best WrestleManias for me. Eli said, "It's too bad Sting broke his back in Japan. I think Rude would have played a bigger role in WCW if that hadn't happened." Yeah, not a huge Sting fan, says Eli. Well, I'm sure it was an accident, Eli, I think Sting is like it's one of the last people who would mean to do that sort of thing, I mean, accidents are going to happen, unfortunately. So I hate to hear if that kept you from being a Sting fan. And Nelson Kelso says, "I remember Stone Cold telling a story about being on the road with Rick Rude, and they were fishing, and he asked Dude if he was going to help, and Rude just took a hit of his joint and smiled." And Rewind says, "I bet Ravishing Rick Rude knows how to give a few mustache rides." Lord.
Well, thank God.
What?
Sorry, Balor. I'm watching Balor come out, and thank God he has his actual theme instead of that garbage Judgment Day theme. Or it's not garbage. No, the Judgment Day theme is good, just not for Judgment Day. It's very good for not Judgment Day. It's very good in general, just does not fit Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
It more so would fit the new faction that showed up in NXT on Vengeance Day, but
Who was that?
just some new people in NXT, just some new talents that just came in. I think some names. I'm trying to remember their names. One of them might be like kind of old. Dion Lennox, Osiris Griffin, I think is a new one, and I don't remember the others.
Gotcha.
Cutler James, actually, I think is one of them or something.
NXT names are so like
Death Rebel coming for you, Wolf of the Affairs. Let them come. Let them come. I'll tell them. Actually, well, this is Death Rebel. This is the Stevie Stone, the Judgment Day theme, but It's a good theme. Like, keep in mind, it's a very good theme, just not for Judgment Day. It's like some weird, like, not rap. It's like, I don't know.
I
Oh,
didn't get Finn's entrance on the ad version. And
mhm.
Eric points out Lex was never WWF champion. Yeah, unfortunately, he got several shots at it, but he was there for 2.5 years and never won it. Never won any title in the WWF. If my memory serves me correct. And Eli says my friend loves Sting, but I've just never liked him. I do have Sting's autograph though. It didn't prevent me from getting it. Oh, that's cool at least. Rewind said Finn is old man. Look at those abs. Yeah, he does. He has like a 10 pack of abs. That is for sure. The Rewind says very aggressive opening from Finn. Nelso Kelso, do you guys listen to any wrestling podcasts? I used to listen to Jericho and Stone Cold a lot. Now mainly keeping it 100 with Conan and Disco is pretty entertaining. Honestly, and I'm not trying to make anything sound bad, just the time it takes me to watch all this wrestling and to make the podcast and to advertise the podcast and blah blah blah, do everything online I need to do. I don't have time to listen to any wrestling podcasts. I
Yeah.
used to listen to Ric Flair's and I enjoyed it. The Bruce Pritchard, whatever that one was called, I enjoyed that because he has a lot of great stories. Um,
Huh, excuse me.
Wrestling Observer.
Wrestling Observer. Yeah, I used to have a subscription. I enjoyed that. And Jim Valley, his show in particular, very good, very funny. Also, I would recommend Jim Valley if you have a sense of humor with your wrestling. He's great. And Eric says Seth is still a face. Yes, he is. Although he seems like a natural heel to me.
Yeah.
I've never understood him as a face.
Well, I mean, I think him as a face is just kind of like partially the Flair effect, where everyone knows how good he is, and therefore the crowd loves him for it. And then it's also his song.
Yeah, yeah. People love that
Yeah,
song.
his song makes it hard for him to be a heel.
Mm. Yeah, he looks like a heel though.
He does, yes.
Johnny asks, better wrestler not to win the world title, Roddy Piper or Scott Hall? Oof, that's a tough question.
Scott Hall.
I'm going to say Scott Hall. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to say Scott Hall. That's very close. That is very close. That's tough.
Simply because I think Scott Hall is like more like going for him, like he's better in ring, in my opinion, than Roddy Piper.
Piper was better on the mic, but Hall's better
100%.
in ring. Yeah, Piper might have been the best ever on the mic. Honestly,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that's
like
close.
Scott was was pretty decent on the mic, and he's good in ring. So
yeah. Those two, I think, are probably actually the two best that never won a world title. I would say I can't think of anyone. Yeah, anyone who would be higher than those two.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably some people that we could think of that, like, if we like really looked into it, but right now I can't think of anyone.
I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't.
I mean, before he what's it called? Before he won the AEW world title and when he left WWE, I would have said Samoa Joe, because the fact he never won a world title is wild.
Definitely. Rewind says JR. Oh, I used to listen to JR's podcast. Says JR did a whole podcast on the GOAT Taz. In my opinion, I think it should win an Emmy for how great it was. I gotta check it out. Yeah, I love Taz. Not as much as you, but I love him. Also, I used to listen to Eric Bischoff's podcast because I used to like him to hear him talking about WCW, and he really talked a lot about the business side of wrestling, which I found interesting. But the more and more he was like just knocking AEW, I stopped listening to him. It just got
So
annoying.
how are we talking about?
Eric Bischoff's podcast.
Bishop. Oh yeah, I don't care about Bishop. Honestly, the only podcast that like big time podcast that I think I listen to is like I think it's called Busted Open Radio,
Yeah.
the one with David LaGreca and Bubba Ray, like, and sometimes Mark Henry. I like that one, but yeah, like Bischoff, I don't care for. Meltzer, I've always found full of shit.
Dave Meltzer has been right about more things than I don't get why you don't like him. He's been right about more things than like anyone in the history of wrestling.
He's been especially lately, he's been right about the things that like everyone has reported. About the things that he's like exclusively like reported, nothing has been right. It's just the things have been completely debunked. Like
Maybe lately, maybe the last several years.
yeah, like probably like I'd say the last decade or something.
Maybe. But for a long time, he was like the first dirt sheet guy, you know? So a lot of people used to be sources for him, and maybe it's different nowadays, but that's how he used to get so much info. I mean, of course.
Brett Bauer got caught though. Rollins is getting on this matchup. And now Rollins.
And also, Kelso says, speaking of Samoa Joe, did you guys see him as Sweet Tooth in Twisted Metal? I don't know about the show, but he plays that part really well. I have not seen it. And Johnny said, which wrestler has the best YouTube channel? Same answer for me. I spend so much time doing this and doing the podcast and all that I don't watch anybody's YouTube channel. I would like to, but I just don't have the time, honestly. And then when I'm not doing stuff for the podcast, like directly for the podcast, a lot of times I'm watching retro wrestling. So, like I said, I just don't have any more time to commit to wrestling, honestly.
Yep.
And Eli says, I get Inside the Ropes and Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine. Those are good too. I enjoy reading them. Definitely, yeah. Pro Wrestling Illustrated is still good.
Yeah.
And, just a great. It's the
No.
standard of wrestling magazines, and they
There
do, of course.
was- Sorry, I'm trying to remember. I think there was like one guy that had like a podcast that I was like did not like to see. Because I think he has like some weird not just like videos, but like thumbnails and hold on, I'm trying to find out if I can. Is it? There's no shot. It might be Jim Cornette. I don't. Yeah, it's Jim Cornette. I hate Jim Cornette.
See, I like him. I know a lot of people hate him, but I think he's funny.
Yeah, he's just like kind of an asshole. And
I know. Why do people think that? I don't get it. I mean, I know he hates AEW.
yeah,
think
but
it's
he
funny.
also like has like some what's it called, like thumbnails, and like says stuff in his videos that are like racial stereotype. Like he
See, I don't buy it because he's super liberal. He hates Trump. He's a super liberal, and everybody
Yeah,
thinks he's
but
just like
like
country
yeah.
conservative.
No, I don't care if he's conservative or not. He's just done some like racist shit, mostly to talk badly about AEW. But
Yeah. I don't know about the bad stuff. I know about some of the accusations against him, but I won't go into that. About things he did
yeah,
with wrestlers, but I'm not going to go into that because I don't know how true any of that is. I'll look up some of this other supposedly bad stuff because I don't know about it. And Johnny says, I only look at Dave Meltzer's star ratings for matches I don't know about. And he's a good, I mean, of course, the only thing that matters nowadays is our bone ratings. But, you know, Dave Meltzer is a good guide of what's good, I think. He uses a lot of his personal bias towards things, but who doesn't? It's hard not to, you know, it's wrestling. It's a lot of it is just your opinion, you know, a lot of it, not all of it. Eric says, do you think Cena will be wrestling at MSG March 10th? I think if he's going to wrestle at any live event, it will be Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And Rewind says, used to fucking hate Jim Cornette, but as I get older, he's growing on me. Yeah, and he's a great historian of wrestling as well. I mean, he knows every story about everybody going back to the beginning. He's has a lot of knowledge in that big head. And Eli says he has an old school opinion of wrestling, definitely, and that's a lot of why I like to listen to him, is because he'll talk about modern wrestling, but look at it through an old school lens and talk about what works and what doesn't and why, and what's always worked and, you know, what's never worked and things like that. I just find interesting from him. And Johnny says Dave Meltzer tweet led to Cody orchestrating the first All In. Yeah. And Johnny said, yeah, the bone ratings are amazing. I don't know about all that, but thank you. That's nice of you. So, yeah, so I guess April 18th, we're going to do Sabu's final match. April 19th, WrestleMania Night 1. April 20th, WrestleMania Night 2. So that'll be a fun weekend. I'm not sure all the matches on that Joey Janela card. Oh, it's a Game Changer wrestling event. I did not know that. Hmm?
Whoa. Fireflies.
Oh, the only match signed for it? Okay, Sabu's final match is against Joey Janela. Makes sense. So that's the only match signed for it, yeah. And I'm sure Joey Janela is going to let Sabu beat the shit out of him and get bloody and messy. I think that's going to be a great match
Why
there.
did they have fireflies?
Do what?
Crowd is having
Yeah, I
out,
see
putting
that. I
out
don't know.
fireflies. Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
Not fireflies. I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't know. Just because. Oh. Oh. Oh, that was... Yes, it is.
Nice.
That's amazing. Rollins and Balor are always good with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they can never just be bad matchup.
Johnny says the Omega versus Okada matches from 17 and 18 still get 10 bones from me. We don't break the scale, Johnny. We don't break the
Yeah.
scale. We get 5 as the max. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's chaos.
Yeah. To
I
be
don't
fair,
like chaos.
Okada and Omega, during their New Japan rivalry, it was definite. Especially, I think their fourth match, which might have been their last match, they really went unrealistically crazy.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen all their matches, but I've seen a couple. And yeah, those are, I mean, yeah, those guys are great together. I mean, Johnny also says Sabu versus Jeff Hardy would have been a great matchup. Yeah. Jeff Hardy definitely influenced by Sabu, I would say so.
Yeah.
And Rewind says that was a shitty frog splash, but cool roll up. I think he means by Finn to pin.
Back to the game for Seth Rollins.
No, do not have a tap out.
Physical exhaustion. Knocking him out. Punch in the face.
Ah. Oh. Whoa! Oh, ref
Sling
almost
blade,
botched.
that's where I am. Don't spoil it for me.
Oh, ref almost botched. Oh my god.
Sharpshooter. No way. Oh,
Ref almost botched. Oh, wait. No shot.
no. Oh, I saw what you're talking about with the ref.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ref almost botched the.
I dare say he
Yeah.
did. He did
Yeah.
botch it. Yeah, he came down
Yeah,
way
or
too
maybe
far.
Balor almost botched. I almost didn't get that. Oh. Oh my god, wait. Is Balor gonna win?
And Nelson Kelso says, seeing Rollins and Finn reminds me of Finn's debut on the main roster when Rollins injured him with a power bomb on the outside. Totally sucked for Finn. Yeah, that's when Finn won the Universal title, became the first man to hold the Universal title, I
Yep.
believe.
And then he had to relinquish it the next day because
Because of that injury, yeah.
of that injury, because of the buckle bomb injuring him.
And Rewind says 5 bones scored system.
Oh my god.
Asa has
Wait.
integrity. Oh, that's nice of you. Keep it simple, the best way, just
What?
like the GOAT Taz. He kept his wrestling simple and he always won. To be compared to Taz, I will take it. I appreciate it. Especially coming from you. Yeah, that's very nice of you. We try to keep it real here on No Bones.
Oh.
Man.
Wow.
Oh. The stomp. Are we gonna see it? Stomp. Oh, right on his fucking stomach.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. That's what we figured.
Man.
Finn and Seth do have great chemistry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this has been a very good match.
What a chamber. What a chamber match. Priest, Paul, Cena,
Oh, damn it.
McIntyre, Rollins. Wow. That is kind of stacked.
Oh, it was a good match.
That was a very good match.
Yeah.
Honestly, the way things are going, the way it went, I mean, obviously that botch was iffy, but still, that might have been better than their pay-per-view matches. Or their last pay-per-view match.
Maybe. I know. It was a very good match. That's a good lineup, except, Logan Paul.
Yeah. And even then, it's like not.
We got 12 days until Elimination Chamber, which we will, of course, be doing a watch along March 1st. I don't know when it starts, but we'll start 5 minutes before the pay-per-view starts.
Hold on. I can. I think it's gonna be. Hold on. 7 p.m. EST.
Okay. So we'll start at 6:55.
Right. No, never mind. 6:30.
We'll start at 6:25.
Yes. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it should be 6:30. Okay.
Right at about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
It was pretty good Raw. I kind of wish we had gone. It was good. Can't be dissing it. You didn't even watch it. All right. Let's do the thing. Best match, worst match, rating for the show out of 5 bones.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think. Best match, I would say the main event. I think Seth and Finn was really good. Worst match, I would probably say AJ and Dominic.
Wow. Okay.
I know it feels so wrong. I mean, it wasn't bad at all. It was just, I think everything was kind of more exciting, more stakes, and more interesting. So, yeah. Just by default, worst match, AJ and Dom.
Wow. Okay.
Out of 5, I'd give it like decent 4. 4 out of 5, I think. Probably more. 4.5. 4.5 bones out of 5.
All right. Sounds good. Best match, yeah, I agree with you. Seth Rollins over Finn Balor in the main event. Great match.
Yeah.
Worst match, I don't agree with you. I'm gonna say Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. And it wasn't like bad, it was the worst match tonight.
Interesting.
And rating out of 5 bones, I'm gonna give it 4 bones out of 5. The Penta and Pete Dunne match and the Seth and Finn match were both really good, I thought.
I'm just gonna say this Seth and Finn match, I really loved it. I honestly liked it better than their Money in the Bank and SummerSlam matches. Those were, especially SummerSlam. Money in the Bank was not that crazy, but the SummerSlam 2023 match, it was very good. But I really like this more than even those two. So I am very happy with the result.
Yeah, and I was gonna say it gets kind of a bonus because I think they did a lot of good things building to Elimination Chamber. I think the build to this pay-per-view has been pretty good. And I think they did a good job again tonight. One of my biggest questions heading to Elimination Chamber is what is Penta going to be doing? I mean, they got him; he's undefeated, and he hasn't really faced anyone big. You know, is he going to have a pay-per-view match? You figure he will, right?
Who?
Penta.
Balor? Oh,
Penta.
Penta. I don't know. I really don't know because yeah, they haven't really been clear on that. I thought maybe they would have done Penta and Breaker. Maybe they could like lead to that and start with building to that, but
Mhm.
it looks like they're not doing that, which
Yeah.
is fine. It looks like they're now pursuing AJ and Breaker,
Mhm.
which I am down for. I'm very happy for. I mean, of course, they could add Penta into the mix if they want to, but I don't think they will.
No. I
I
think
could
just give him
see,
somebody good he can beat.
yeah,
You
I
know?
could see Penta doing like a tag team match, maybe like with Ray or something.
Yeah, that would be cool against like who interfered? Was it Kaiser? Right?
Kaiser and yeah, and Pete. Or maybe
Maybe.
instead of Ray, they could bring in Tyler Bate. They could do Penta Tyler Bate and against Pete and
I
Kaiser.
think it's
Although Kaiser and Pete are also kind of at odds with each other, so I don't know.
yeah. Maybe a triple threat. Penta,
Yeah.
Kaiser, and Pete.
Or
Maybe.
maybe they have a ladder match with for Breaker's title. They have
Oh,
Breaker,
well, but
AJ.
I don't want Penta to get a loss so soon. You know.
I mean, yeah, but at WrestleMania with a bunch of people, maybe I don't
Well,
know.
he's got to lose sometime too. So I don't know.
Yeah,
All right. Well, that's it for us tonight.
yeah.
I'm gonna go over the schedule real quick for this week. Tomorrow night, Tuesday, 7 o'clock. K Fabulous and I will be with you for AEW Weekly. Talk about Dynamite, Collision. Talk about things to come. Kay will have her wrestling fashion report, and I'll give out the bone ratings for Collision and Dynamite. Wednesday, Dynamite Watch Along, 7:55. Myself, K Fabulous, and Wolf. Thursday, we're watching WCW Super Brawl 4 from 1994. Retro Watch Along. That's on Peacock for you to watch. And that is at 7:50, 750 on Thursday. Friday, we're off. Saturday, we're taking the night off. We're going to an independent show Saturday. And Sunday, Wolf, Willy, and I will host WWE Weekly at 7, and we'll be right back here Monday at 7:55 for Raw. And everything I just said is going to be in a schedule on our X page, which is at No Bones Wrestling. That's at No Bones RASSLIN. So all of our stuff is on YouTube. I put stuff all the time on X, like all day. You can look on there for news too, and a lot of the news from Wolf. And now we're on TikTok also. So I'm going to be adding more and more content on there. No dances or any fucking shit like that, but wrestling stuff. So watch TikTok, and we're just on there as No Bones About Wrestling. So check us out on there. We're on there now. And Wolf, you got anything you want to promote or anything?
Not really. Not right now.
All right.
Yeah, I got nothing.
All right. Well, that's it, everybody. Wolf, thank you for being here as always. Rewind, Nelso, Kelso, Eli, Johnny, Eric, everybody who talked tonight, thank you very much. If I left you out too, thank you. We love talking to you, love hearing from you. And everybody, use your turn signals and have a great night. Bye.